Hello, hello, hello. It is Hey Girl, Hey Wednesday. It's a fun day. It's halfway through the week. I'm almost there. We're almost there. You know what? We're going to have a wonderful holiday weekend. This hair, I just can't get it right. This morning, y'all, it just wants to have a mind of its own. Likes to stick up like little horns. Oh, well. So much for trying to get ready fast because that's what happens to me. So good morning, y'all popping in. I'm trying to fix this. I'm trying to fix this hair that just seems to want to have a mind of its own, looks like a little wave, just go whoop right on up. Hey, Rainy, good morning. Hey, girl, hey, where's your cups? I hope some of you have some of these cups. Hey, Dana. Hey, Charmaine. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about foundation this morning. And I have some notes, and I'll probably refer to my notes because, you know, this early in the morning, my brain doesn't really work well. It wants to, but not always. Hey, Lori. So I want to talk to you about a 5-minute foundation that you can do really quickly. But is this for you based on your skin type? So I want to talk about a little bit about skin types. Hey, Meredith. Good morning. You got my coffee. Yes, this morning I have the chocolate mocha again coffee. It is so good. Hi, Diana. Yes, hey girl, hey. I got my eyes done. I got my brows done. I'm still doing the soap brow thing. I'm loving it. It's like the bomb. It stays all day. I don't have to worry about it. Now, I may have to touch it up a little bit today after I do because normally my foundation's on. Good morning, Jennifer. Hey, Kathy. So, cheers to you. But you can look at my face and tell it's not perfect. There's no way a 55-year-old face could be perfect. Now, it is getting better as far as skin condition. I think it's looking better. I think my under eyes are starting to look a little better. They feel tighter. I love that. So a lot of you ask me about what I'm using, so I want to show you that too. You have a cup or two from you, yes. I have one here, and then when I get to work, God knows how many I have. I don't know how many I have. So happy Wednesday, Laura. Yay. So this is it. I know it's backwards for you, but this is called Truth Treatment Systems. It's a retinol 5% gel. So this is what I've been using. And it comes in a jar like this. For a lot of you who've been asking, I just happened to remember to bring it out here. I know you can't read that, but because it's shiny. Blind you. But this is what it looks like. It is a gel. It is a moisturizing gel, as a matter of fact. So that's one thing I like about it. It's kind of moisturizing when you put it on. You don't use it very much. It spreads very nicely, kind of like our primer. Basically, when you start putting it on, it feels kind of like the primer going on my face. Good morning. Yay, Tina. And so this is it. I know a lot of you are going to say, does it smell? No, it doesn't smell, because a lot of us are smellers. You know what I'm talking? When you open something up, that's the first thing you do is go, does it smell? Well, it really doesn't smell. It has no smell. Or maybe I'm just stopped up. I don't know. Hey, busy. What you doing, girl? So this is what I'm using now. I've been using it twice a week, like on Wednesday night and good morning, Beth, and Saturday night. So I exfoliated last night. I washed my face. I turned around and I did our exfoliation mask. And so my skin this morning is like really, really nice. I really, really like my skin this morning. So, but the most important thing about your skin is you use a moisturizer. Hey, Nancy, good morning. Nancy, I'm using my stuff. I'm starting to feel better with my essential oils that you sent me. She does essential oils, y'all. If y'all want some essential oils, go tag on Nancy there. She can help you out. And so it's working. I love it. When I turn it on at night, it's like I can breathe better. I really can. So she got me Raven, peppermint, lemon, and what's the other one? Lavender. That's what I have. There's 4 different kinds, and you mix them together in different drop variations. And it really does. It comes out in a mist, and it really feels nice. So are you really getting Smoky Mountain National? Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Are you going there? That would be beautiful. You're going to need you to color match me by the beginning of next week. Yes, because listen, Jennifer, this kudos deal is going away and free shipping will be too. So, well, I don't know if free shipping will or not. That's based on something else, but it could. You never know. You never know. Autocorrect. That's so funny. I hate when that happens to me, Nancy. I do. So let's talk about the foundations. Now, we all know that the liquid foundation is wonderful. It goes on. It sets like a powder. It's a liquid to a powder. It's really nice. But, hey, Jane. But maybe liquid foundation, maybe you don't have time to really fool with a liquid foundation every morning. So, and I feel your pain. I really do. And so there's one thing that us older ladies need to keep in mind is we need to moisturize. Moisturizer is your friend. You need to make sure your skin is very, very moisturized. Lemon pepper, those are essential oils. Yes, that's what I mixed together with Raven. It has Raven in it too. So, yay, Camille. So I have my little notes here. So, if you have like normal skin, you can get away with wearing just about anything on your face. You know what I mean? You can do the gamut. You can run the gamut. You can do the liquid. You can do the powders. You can do just about anything you want to. Your face is just perfect, okay? And I don't know many people who have just normal skin. We all have kind of combination skin, I think. I do. I'm a combination skin person. But if you have normal skin, you can use the BB creams, you can use the cream foundation, you can use the powder foundations, you can use the liquid foundations. So keep that in mind. But if you are oily, then you need to kind of stay with the liquid, and also maybe, well, no, stick with the liquid. I was going to say maybe BB cream, but probably not BB cream. You need to really stay with the pressed powders or the loose powder foundations. Those are going to be best for you. If you're really dry, then cream or liquid, of course, and BB cream. And you know, if you got really, really dry skin, the only way that I would, the only thing I can say for somebody with really dry skin is get some good skincare, and you know, try to get that pH balance back in your face. That's going to really help you. You're going to have to probably go to somebody to get that good skincare with the really dry skin, but you can, the cream or the liquid would work for you, okay? Either one of those. But the great thing about what I'm going to show you this morning is I do have some of the loose powder. When it first came out, you know, it came out and then they stopped it, okay? So, but this is a color that I have, and then I also have my taffeta. So I'm going to use taffeta pressed powder. Now we have 13 new shades. Can you believe that? So we have all the original shades, and then we have 13 new shades. And the 13 new shades are like in-between colors. So you'll have like an in-between color for each shade that we have. So that's fantastic. So that way you're not trying to figure out, am I taffeta or am I chiffon? There'll be like a color in between it, right? So, and now when you get the kudos, you can either choose a liquid, a pressed powder, or a loose powder. And really, to me, the only difference in a pressed powder and a loose powder is your preference of what you like. They're really basically the same. They're both buildable. Start off with less and build with more. So I'm going to try to do, I don't know if this is my exact color, close to taffeta, but if it's not, then I'm just going to mix it in with, I'm going to have to mix the two together, probably. You haven't been involved for very long. Yes, y'all need to check her out. Hey, Vicki, good morning. I got to have some more coffee. But with the loose powder, with these, you know what these remind me of? They're very, very similar to Bare Minerals. If you've ever used Bare Minerals foundation, that's what this is like. The Bare Minerals, you start off with a little and then you add to build coverage. Same thing, okay? Liquid foundation, if you choose that, it's the same thing. It's a buildable coverage. Start off with less and build more. Now, with these powder foundations, what you want to do, though, is start with your concealer first. Now, I already have my primer on. I already have my moisturizer on. Today's moisturizer is brought to you by Garnier. This is what I'm using this morning. I sound like a commercial. It's broad spectrum SPF of 30. So always wear one with sunscreen in it. Always, always, always. And I do love this one. I've still been trying to find Moisture Bomb. At some point, I'll go to one of the drugstores and get it there. But I do like the Moisture Bomb one. It is by Garnier too. I also do use our Royalty line. This is a Day Renewing Cream. You can see I love this one because I'm squeezing everything out of it. So here we go. I have already gotten on. So when you do this kudos is fabulous. I helped somebody order last night. She got the kudos. She got, Gayleen got the kudos. We picked out her color. She got pouty, and she wanted, she wanted the contour stick. So we got her all set up. CeraVe and then put on your skin. Yeah, you could do that. Just find something that works great for your skin. So for me, Garnier works really great for my skin, and it works great and it goes good with, you know, because you got to think about water-based foundations. So the liquid foundation is a water-based foundation, and this particular primer goes great with it. So now you're not going to have that peeling kind of feeling, and that's what you don't want to have. So if you're using sometimes they're silicone based, and water and that doesn't mix together. So you love pouty. I do too. I wear pouty quite a bit. But I've already put on this, and what I did with this, I didn't put it over my whole entire face. I just put it all in my T-zone areas because that's where I have my problems because I'm combination skin. So I tend to get a little oily through this area, a little shiny. So that's why powders are great for that because it absorbs those excess oils throughout the day. Now, yes, you can have touch-ups during the day. Of course, a pressed powder is going to be much easier to put in your purse to take with you. So that's another personal preference that you could think about. Yes, the loose powder is loose. And when you open it up, it does have a little screen. So it's not like when you open it up, it's all going to just fall out everywhere. So that's another cool thing about the way these are made. See, that it's not just going to fall out. So that you don't have to worry about. But I don't know about putting it in my purse and moving around and still like that. But, you know, you can always get away with taking the powder, the pressed powder. So the new pressed powders I've heard are really kind of silky softer. I'm not really sure what they mean by that until I get mine. I ordered the color Poplin, so that's coming. I've got that coming. And don't forget, we have you love your shade guarantee. So if you get a color that you choose, and it's not for you, maybe it's too light or too dark, you can go back, go to click on support from the website, and you can just type, and they've got I looked at it last night. If you went to the email, you want to email, you click on it, and it gives you choices, and it says, my color was wrong, foundation, whatever, guaranteed match, or something like that. Click on that. Tell them which one you want. They're going to turn right around and send that to you for free, and you're not going to have to send back the other one at all. So you'll have two foundations, so maybe you could use one in the summer and one in the winter, you know. So if that happens to you, you have 100% guarantee this month that you'll get another color that you, in case the one you had does not work. So, but really, like I said, it's just a personal preference. So first thing we've got to do is add concealer. Now I've already done my under eyes, so I'm not going to have to fool with that. I just want y'all to know that this is fabulous. When I feel my under eyes, they're so much tighter. I love it. I don't feel like they're not droopy like they used to be. This stuff really works. It's working for me at this point. I think my eyes look better. They don't look quite so puffy. And this side over here is going to be the challenge. Now, if this side comes out and looking a lot more smoother, we know this is a good product, okay? But so far, I'm loving it. I really do love it. So let's talk about which side I want to do. I think I want to do this side with the pressed powder, and then this side with the loose powder. So yes, in the kudos, you can choose a brush. So if you don't have a brush, I would recommend getting the powder puff brush if you're going to choose the powder foundations. The pressed powder, or I mean, you could use it with this one too, the loose. So some of you may already have this brush here, and that's okay. You could use this as well, this right here as well. The whole technique behind the powder is the way you apply it. So, and you can apply it very quickly, but there is a technique, and it's called, just don't swipe it on. Don't swipe it on. If you swipe it on like this, you're going to create lines, and you're not going to like that. It's not going to blend in well together. So the whole point of using the powders is you've got to buff it in a little at a time. Build the coverage. So I'm going to take, I watched a Black Status presenter, and she used this to apply her concealer. Now, you don't have to do that. You can simply apply it with your fingers. I don't know why you would need to use that, but some people do, and that's fine. I'm just going to take the color. This is the color Chiffon. It's a little darker than my foundation, but it works really well to have a little darker if you're trying to conceal, and then you're going to put over it. I don't know why, but it just works. It works for me. You can see the difference on your eyes. They look a lot better, don't they? I don't look so tired. I don't have the big old baggies hanging down, especially this side. it's looking a lot better because I take the gel and I gently just come up through here and I might tap it right in there. So I want that retinol to work up here. But be real careful. Don't. But the great thing about this product is it's moisturizing. So I really, really like that effect. So what am I using under my eyes? I'm using a retinol. I'm using this Truth Systems right here. I love, love, love it. It's a gel. It's a gel, Tina, and it has a moisturizing property to it, but it is 5% retinol. But it's called, just go to Truth Treatment Serums. That's what it's called. This is the box that it came in, and it's retinol 5% gel, and it's 1.5 ounces. So there you go. That's it. I know it's backwards, and I hate that it's backwards. But if you'll go to Beauty by Ann on her YouTube page, Beauty by Ann, she has a link there in the description box below. And the title of her YouTube is called something like 5 best products you could splurge on, that you should splurge on, or something like that. It's one of her very recent ones. It's the newest one of her new ones. And she had that, and she's got like a 15% off code in it. So that's what I did. I clicked on that link in her description box, and I got my 15% off. Now, it is like I want to say $60-something or $39, something like that. But I think it's worth it. I mean, Retin-A, if you buy a tube of Retin-A and you don't have acne, then you're going to pay probably $200 at least for just a straight up Retin-A. And at least this has a moisturizing property in it, so it's not drying my skin out like Retin-A would do. And I have used Retin-A before, and just, peeling like crazy. You watch her too, Nancy. I like her. I love to listen to her talk. She explains skincare very well. She does. Hey, Marcy. All right. Let's take this color here. This is what you'd want to do. Now, like I said, you could use the end of this and put your concealer here, and you can dab it and blend it in. I prefer to use my fingers. I think your fingers are a pretty good tool for using a concealer. But I have little spots I don't like that one right there. It's right in the middle and in the way of my brow. It's one of the most aggravating spots to me to have. Why do I have a big spot there? See, so I put a little concealer there. This spot here seems to grow. It has a mind of its own. So I'm hoping that this retinol will help this spot here. I do concentrate a little bit more gel on those spots. Some of them are starting to peel. I see it. But exfoliating is really, you're off today. Sugar bee, got to get cracking. This is the last day of school stuff. Yes, my husband, it's the last day for kids here too. So today is his day, y'all. He gets to be off. And I have to work. Your Retin-A is only $39.95 for 2 months worth? Good Lord, where do you get that from? I know if you have acne problems, you can get it cheaper. But put that down there in the comments, girl. Put that down there, Lori. So go through and spot treat. Like if you've got a lot of redness here and you want to kind of cover up the redness, you can. Just spot treat it. I don't usually do this right here. I have one on my nose I don't like right there. So spot treat all the places. And I'm not going to do any more. That's enough spot treating. You might need more. You might have more spots than me. But spot treat just with a little concealer. Hey, Kaylin. So let's do blend it in. I do like to use a blending bud to do that with. So see, I'm just kind of blending in, and I'm going to start off with the pressed powder. Pressed powder is something that I use quite a bit. I think I am going to turn around and order some of the loose powder. I may just order another Kudos. That way I can build up stuff. You can't wait to get your stuff. I know. Curology. And it has acylic acid to fade dark spots. Curology.com. I got to go check that out. I got to use this stuff first, though. I can't confuse my face. My skin might just fall off if I too much. Then y'all would see me here. I'd be real red-faced. I would not be a happy person. No, I would not. Okay, so let's use taffeta. This is taffeta. Taffeta can be your friend. No, if your skin color, I can color match you. All you got to do is send me a picture of you in natural light with no makeup on and showing a little bit of your chest, because your chest is where you look to see the color that someone would use on their face, because sometimes your face, this part of you gets more sun than your face because we usually have makeup on or we have moisturizer on or something, the sunscreen. And so, you know, that is important. I'll have to see your chest with no makeup. Okay. Oh, yes. I'm so excited for you, Gaylene. Gayleen's got some good stuff coming. She's got some kudos, some lippy, and she's got this wonderful stick coming, which I'm not going to use that today. We're just talking about foundation today. So this is the way you would get your pressed powder. You can see I use this quite a bit. It's starting to get a hole down there, but it's got a little plastic cover, and this is what you normally would get. So this is the thing I couldn't find the other day, but I found it. But see, you could use this for touch-ups on the go, okay? So I would advise to keep it in there for that, but don't apply with this. You won't like it, you won't like it, you won't like it, okay? This is for touch-ups only. Touch-ups only. And don't lose it like I did. Okay, so with this, kudos, and say you choose pressed powder and you choose the primer. I already got primer on. Now we're going to take this. I'm going to do this side of my face with this color here, taffeta. And I'm going to use a powder puff brush. So if you don't have a brush or you don't have a nice powder puff brush, grab you the brush. Otherwise, if you've got a good brush like this, grab you some of the setting spray or setting powder. You can choose. You can choose liquid brush, this brush, or one of the two setting products, okay? So this is what you do. You can just tap this in here like that. Look, it's so highly pigmented. We're going to build, though. Less is more, so don't get too much. That was 2 taps. 2 taps, okay? So we're going to start building this on this side. Start off with minimal. Now, I do not put the powder underneath my eye. That's a no-no for me. Now, if you're younger, you can do that. You could actually go ahead and put on your concealer if you're younger. Put your concealer on, and then you can come back over it with the powder. That will be fine. It's kind of a way to set it. So, but also, let me say this: if you love the liquid, you can always use, if you want a more full coverage, you can always purchase a product like this or the loose powder, and you can go over your face with the powder to set your liquid foundation as well. So, say you don't have a setting powder or a setting spray. That's just your personal preference. You have to figure out what's best for your skin. You really do. But this is what I'm talking about the 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you can have your foundation on. And see what I'm doing? You have to buff this in. You go in circular motions. And going in circular motions is also going to help with pores. If you swipe a foundation across your face with your fingers, I wouldn't apply anything with my fingers anymore. I think brushes are the key to getting a nice, smooth, flawless finish. But see, it's already, you can't even see my brown spot anymore. I love that. So this is buildable. And I'm going to come up through here and try not to take off my eyebrow that I put on. It's funny. With the soap, I used the soap. I did. So I'm trying to be I'm not going to be crazy up here swiping around. Now, normally, if you are putting this on, you don't have on your eye makeup yet. Or I wouldn't. Your first application of mine, that is way too dark for me. Thanks, that's why I'm having, yes. Build it up. Build it and blend it. Blending it is key. If you're not blending it in and buffing it in, it's not going to give you the finish that you would love to have. You can already see it's giving me a really pretty nice color. And I can build. Now, I haven't used this loose foundation very much. So I was kind of excited that they brought it back. And we have all these new colors. And all the new colors with the pressed powders as well. So all I'm doing is just dabbing it one time and coming back to get the coverage I need. Now, make sure you go down your neck. Please, please go down your neck. You want everything to kind of be cohesive. And you can get it over on your ear just a little bit. Make sure you don't have earrings. You don't want your earrings getting in the way. So I just happen to have mine on because, you know what? When Lissa gets done with this, she's like a mad woman getting out of the house. I've got my dog all set up there. Y'all know I have a crippled dog I have to take care of every morning. I'm going to come down my nose a little bit. and that. So see the difference? This side of my face didn't get as much sun damage as this side. This side has more sun damage. This side has the worst bag, and this side doesn't. So it's just, but remember, this is a personal preference. Pressed powder, they're really basically the same thing, just one is loose and one is not. So now, I think I'm on this side. I'm not going to use this brush, but I'm going to use this brush. Simply because this little brush, hey Margie, simply because this little brush is great to dip down in here. It really is. And I use this to do my setting powder too as well. Today I'm just going to spray my face. Now this color may be a little darker, and it's probably going to show up a little darker because this was some of the original that they had, and then they went back and they tweaked the colors. So, but I went ahead and got it because I think it's close to taffeta. It's kind of close to taffeta, but if it's a little darker, I'll come back over with this. But make sure I see, and I'm really kind of wiping it off because I want to start with minimal product. So this is the loose. I'm using the loose powder foundation on this side. So let's see what kind of coverage it gives me. So keep in mind that these are going to kind of feel like Bare Minerals. If you've used Bare Minerals before, that's the kind of look you're going to get. Let me kind of rush it around. But you see how I'm just buffing it? You've got to buff it in. Let's get up under here. So I just wanted you to know that you can get these in the Kudos. And I really do think they're great products. I swear by the pressed powder. It is probably my favorite for fastness, getting out on a Saturday morning, or getting up on a Monday morning and you're running late and you go, oh my goodness, I don't have time. But you will have time to just at least get on some powder on your face. Give you some moisturizer, a primer, and just give yourself a little, that hair's driving me crazy. Give yourself a little bit of love before you head out. And saying you don't have time, because these are so quick and easy. See, I've almost got my whole entire face done just that quickly. Now, with the liquid foundation, it does take a little longer because it's liquid. And you do have to blend it in, and it takes a little more buffing than this. But you're going to have to do buffing anyway. So come on in here and buff. And I'm just adding more. So what kind of coverage? And they look kind of the same, you see? Does a pressed powder sit in fine lines and wrinkles? The only one, no, it doesn't. But this might. So if you're a lot older and you have really deep wrinkles in your face, I'm talking about a lot older women, I would not use the loose powder. I would not. I would stick with the pressed powder. It's just a little finer, I think, and it just goes on a little better. It's not going to sit down in those lines. It's not. Especially if you use your primer. Your primer is going to help keep your foundation not in the little wrinkles. But if you've got really deep wrinkles, it's better to use, I would prefer you use the liquid. The liquid foundation would be more forgiving if you had really deep wrinkles in your face. And then you could just set it with a little light powder. Very, very light powder. We don't like a lot of powder if you've got a lot of lines in your face. So I would use the Behold setting powder. If you like powder, just don't put it under your eyes. Never, never, never. Or get the setting spray and spray it. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to set it with that. But all I've done is just tap it. Make sure. This is a makeup artist's secret. It's not really. Always tap it off. Always. Whatever you're using, tap it off. You have deep wrinkles, then Nancy, you would need to stay more with the liquid foundation. It would be better for you if you have really deep wrinkles. And just set it. You could. What I'm saying is, you could get the pressed powder or this, but not it be your foundation. Let it be your light setting of your liquid foundation. That's what I would do. Well, this is a pretty color. I haven't used this in a while. I may have to come and touch up my other side because it is just a shade darker. Can you tell? It's just a shade darker than this side. So I could be two-faced today. That would be fun. I could get away with that. They go, you got more sun on this side than you did on this side. So let's even it up. I want to even up. So I'm just going to come and add a little bit of loose on this side. But you see them circular motions, and especially right here, and right here. Make sure you do your circular motions, because that's, and right here. I think in the T-zone areas where you get all your pores that you can see. So if you want that blurred effect, you really need to kind of blend it all in. But you can see it gives you a really pretty, easy finish just by buffing it out. And it's very, very light. So this will be your best summer foundation you've ever had. Whether you choose the liquid, whether you choose the loose powder, or whether you choose the pressed powders. It's truly, when you sweat, you know, it's going to absorb. That's what I love about it. I've never, ever, ever, and I mean, I've been outside in the heat now. I went running one time and put my foundation on just to see if it had staying power, and it did. And so, I mean, I was sweating, but my makeup was not running, okay? I was running, but my makeup wasn't running. So that's really important. That's really important. So if you can ever get some foundation that does that for you, you need to keep getting it, okay? I know there's a lot of other companies and a lot of other stuff out there, but I'm just telling you what works for me. And this is some of the best foundation I've ever used for my face. I've never had, the finish that it gives is just incredible. And you can look at this and tell it's so, so pretty. And it's very light. It's touchable, which is why they call it touch. Because you can touch it, and it's not sticky, it's not gooey. Even the liquid, it's going to set to a soft matte powder finish. Okay, so it's a win-win, whichever one you want to choose. It's just a personal preference, though, whether you would rather have this or this, you know, the loose or the pressed powder. So either one of these will work great. The liquid works great. If you need help color matching, just, you know, put kudos down in the comments, and I will message you, and we can try to get you your color. I'm trying to see if the only thing I can say is start with less product, whatever it is, and build it up. See, it's very, very smooth. It's very, very pretty. And it also, you know, because I use a lot of moisturizers, I still have a nice kind of sheen to my face. The light reflecting properties of this foundation is wonderful too. Especially the liquid foundation, it has like reflective properties. Light bounces off of it. It's just really, really a pretty effect. So I got my new bronzer. Yes. Okay. I get excited, don't I? I get so excited about bronzer. So I'm just going to warm my face up. Now I think I've got the perfect. I look at it. I don't see any streaks. I'm loving my new under eyes here. I'm looking so much better. But take a little bit, and always, 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 if you stick your brush down in there, this is a blusher brush by Younique. Tap it off, and well, thank you, Camille. I think it looks good too. I really, really love. I haven't used this loose powder. I think I'm gonna really like this summer. I'm gonna finish. I want to get the new ones, one of the new ones. I just haven't decided which color I want to get. So that is one, the original that they had out. And then they took it off, and then they decided to just revamp the whole entire pressed powder and the loose powder all at the same time. And they brought it back at the perfect time, because here we are in the midst of summer, and we need something fast and easy to do on our faces in the morning, and that's pretty darn fast. I mean, for your foundation. A little bit of concealer, if you need concealer. Just add concealer to your order. It's worth it. It is. You'll appreciate it. Now I'm just trying to do a little bit of warming here. And normally, if you're going to do you can call this the 3 or the E, whatever. If you're going to do your bronzer, you can do like a 3 on this side, and then on this side it would be more like an E, right? Not a 3 or a backwards 3. Oh yeah, this is so pretty. And see how it warms up your face? It really just gives you a nice, and I like to put it on either side of my nose. Now you could pinch this together and make it really skinny, and you can come down either side and kind of contour a little bit with it. It doesn't matter. And you can use the darker side of it and just come around your nose and a little contour. I'm just being real simple today. And the only other thing I think I would do, I would use is, I'm trying to find it. Let's use Serene today. Let's use Serene today. I think Serene is really pretty. It's an illuminator. You can still get this too. This is a blush, and it's kind of a peachy pink color. I love it. It's one of my favorites, and you can still get it. That's what you need fast. That's it, girl. See how quick that went on? And that's what you're getting. You're getting the pressed. So if you, not depressed, but pressed. Did I say depressed? What's up with me today? Get the pressed. I think it just came out sounding like I was saying depressed, but I'm not depressed. I'm happy because my foundation is looking great today. And it was easy. And it was no fuss. And I didn't have to fool with it. How do you use a bronzer brush like that you got with it? Do you have this one? This one is our blusher brush. So is this. I got this one at TJ Maxx. And so, yes, you can use the bronzers. I just contour with it. That's all. And then we're going to add the blush over it. Like, not over it, but come through here and contour with it. And then come up. This is your easy face. If you want to be out the door fast. I mean, I'm talking you through it, so it takes me longer. But I could be done with this in no time. And a lot of times what I do, Camille, is I did my eyes this morning, just simple eye, just neutral colors. I think I used Astute, I used Gullible, Gentle, and I came back with a little bit of Cynical. You know, I just grabbed colors this morning. I didn't know what I was putting on. I was in a hurry. But you could definitely, if you want it to be an easy breezy Saturday and you're going to use your powder foundation, bronzer's your friend. You can put bronzer on your eyes. Yes, you can. You can use a dark side for your transition color, and use this side here on your lid, and you can be out the door. Really, that fast. And put some mascara on. That's what I'm talking about, an easy, fast face. That's what we're all after. And you can do that during the week if that's what you want to do. Now, I do like to add a little bit of highlighter. I'm hunting my highlighter brush, or the brush I like to use for highlighter. I'm going to use this one this morning. I haven't used this one. This is an e.l.f. I haven't used it. It's kind of it's one of those brushes you can use for a lot of different things. So let's use iridescent. I want to put some iridescent, this right here, down my nose, just a tad. Come down your nose, get a little light. And yes, you can do this. You can put some light right up through here, because this is powder. So we're not using the liquid. So like if we had the contouring stick, now I would probably do the contouring stick first, because it is a cream. So I would use that first before I put on my powders. And then you can always come back with a little illuminator and run it right through the center of your face and through here, like that. Boom, you have some light. If you want to have it in the corner of your eye, you can have it in the corner. I love it in the corner too. And I take just a tad and just pop it right there. And that will open up your inner corner eye. The older we get, we need to do this. We need the light in our eyes, because we just do. We've got to have a little light. We want to be glowy. Yes, we do. So how many of you love this powder foundation? Now, this side was pressed, and this side is the loose powder. But basically, it's just a preference in which one you like. There's really no difference. Just one's loose and one's pressed. So, lip. What lip can I do today? Let's see what I got here. I hadn't even thought about a lip. I'm going to use pouty. Because it's the first one. Your oily areas, your nose, so glad powders will help. Yes, stick with the powders. Make sure you use a primer. Make sure you moisturize really, really, really well. You need to moisturize. All right, I've had Hottie on. There we go. And I don't know if I need, I need to sharpen that. I have nothing there. How am I going to put it on if I don't sharpen it? It looks really good, doesn't it, Pam? I'm telling you, these pressed powders are the fab, because they're full coverage. They can be. But and less is more. If you don't want a full coverage, you don't have to do the concealer. I just make sure you put your concealer on first, because you don't want to come back with a liquid or anything creamy over your powder. It will mess it up. So put that on first, and then put your powder foundation on second. But see, I went ahead and did my eyes, because I don't put powder foundation here at all. But if you're younger, you can do that. You can just get away with a lot more. But if you're older, don't do it. Don't do it. I promise you'll be unhappy. You'll not like it. You'll be sad. And you'll go, what have I done? You know, but I had to learn. I had to learn trial and error too, so I didn't know all these things. I am self-taught. But I do love to watch makeup artists, because they have some of the most ingenious techniques that you never thought of, just like these brows. I mean, just, you know, using soap to do your brows. Who would have thought that? Not me. Now I'm overlining my top lip just a little bit today. I want some bigger lips. I'm not going to go crazy with it, but I am going just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit never hurt nobody, right? So I'm going to fill this all in. Let's just do everything pouty. And I think I'll put spray. Let's use spray over this. This will be pretty. I got on green today. So I like spray. I think spray is a pretty color. And it is a splash liquid lipstick. And has a little sheen to it. So it's going to be pretty. It is. This is spray. Spray you can still get. Now, I love Superior, but Superior is not there. But I think spray is still available. This color is still available. Just make sure you get a lot of the product off because you don't need that much. It needs to go on in a thin layer. And I'm going to put it right over the top of pouty. And it's going to give me a whole different look. Now, see, that's curved. It's got a curved kind of wand at the end. And you just kind of lay it and just glide it across. And it's just going to it's going to transform pouty into a totally different color. And this does set pretty quick. So when it sets, if you want a little more sheen, just add a clear lip gloss over it. That's what I would do. Like hottie. Put some more hottie on. Hey, Miriam. Okay, so this is spray. And all I did was use pouty and spray and mix them together. This right here, spray looks really pretty over a lot of the pink lip liners. So if you want to grab one of these, this is fabulous. I mean, I think they're 26, I think. But it's going to last you forever because you don't hardly use any. You didn't see me go back in there. I don't need to. That was all the color that I needed, was that right there. So, okay. So, kudos is going away. So, y'all grab it. Got free shipping. So, these are the products you can choose. You can choose, let me go through those one more time, and then I'll be out of your hair. I got to go fix my hair is what I got to do. So, the first thing when you get on there, it's gonna ask you to choose, you know, like primer or concealer. I would choose primer. Add concealer if you need it, okay? Because this is really, 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 really important for the mature face. You need primer. Primer's your friend. Primer's going to help blur the pores. It's just really going to help your makeup stay on longer. And it puts a barrier between you and your skin, so your skin won't absorb all that wonderful makeup you got. You don't want it to absorb it. You want it set on your face, not in your face. So the next thing you would choose from is one of these. You can either choose liquid, you can either choose the loose, or you can choose the pressed. And that's just up to you. Personal preference. And we talked about that at the beginning about which one is good for what skin types, okay? And then in the end, you can either choose you can either choose one of these products, okay? You can either go with, hey, I need a brush, and you choose one of these brushes. This one is the liquid. This one is the powder puff that I used today. This one is very handy. But maybe you already have a powder puff and you want to use the liquid, then I would say get the liquid brush, liquid foundation brush, because you're going to love it because it's the key to application with the liquid foundation. Or you can just say, you know, blending bud. You can use a blending bud, and then you could choose one of these products, and this is the setting. So you have to choose whether you're going to choose a setting product or you choose a brush. That's up to you. Which one do you want? But this, I have both, so I have both of these. So you have to choose one of these, or you can choose a brush. So let me spray my face with the setting spray. And now I'm done for the day. Boom. My face is not going anywhere. I just wipe my hands and let it dry. So, boom, okay? And I will come back and put the link to, I don't think I put it there this morning. I'll come back and put the link to the website back up in the regular post because it's hard to find when I put it inside the comments. You have a hard time finding it. You have to scroll through. Okay, guys, y'all have a great day. And let me know if you have questions. I'd love to help you out. And if you have questions about your face, please message me or leave it in the comments and I'll message you, okay? Ta-da! I had to say ta-da, you know me. Hey, girl, hey. Y'all have a great day. See you later. Bye.